I'll be talking about how to improve the end-to-end HMI development process by bringing our technology into the AWS cloud. My name is Juhapekka Niemi. I'm the Senior Vice President of Product Management at the Qt Group. And here's my agenda today. I'll address a little bit about the current HMI development environment issues and challenges, and then talk a bit about this digital twin approach in the HMI development, and then wrapping up a little bit about the benefits that we can bring by offering our tools and technologies in the AWS cloud. So maybe a couple of words before I dive into the presentation about Qt. So Qt is a world-leading UI technology. We've been around for 20 years. It's a very solid technology base. We have hundreds of millions of devices out there powered by Qt today. We can run in a very low-end resource-constrained hardware, and all the way to the high end. We can do 2D, 3D elements in the user interface, run multiple operating systems and chipsets. So that's kind of our base today, and we're used over 70 different industries. Automotive is one of our key industries, obviously, but we work a lot in the medical, industrial automation, consumer electronics. And we've been in automotive over 10 years, and we have millions of cars powered today with the leading brands out there in the marketplace. And we are really trying to help our customers to build the world-leading user experiences. And as we all know, it's getting very complex. More and more software are being put into the vehicle, so it's becoming a bit of a challenge how to master the software development process. So here's 3 topics I want to touch upon today. Obviously, hardware selection is critical. So when companies want to build great user experiences, and in today's market, the user experience really defines the value of the product. Companies are spending a lot of money on creating great user experiences, and then they build the software, and at the end of the day, they try to integrate that with the hardware. And sometimes it becomes a problem that the hardware will not be able to implement that user experience that companies design for. They spend a lot of money building it, and then eventually the selected hardware is not able to provide the necessary processing power. So this is a problem. Then you have to go back, you have to rewrite some of your software. It causes additional costs, and you might even miss your deadline of launching your product, missing revenue altogether. So what we want to change is that very early in the software development process, you have access to the hardware. And this is really what the software-defined vehicle approach is giving us, and us working together with Amazon and the whole ecosystem of providing these hardware capabilities already at the beginning of the software development process to the developers. So they know that whatever they're building, they can test it already in this real simulated environment, to make sure that whatever you're building, you get it right from the first time and not have to go back and reiterate many times and in a way spend a lot more time and resources doing that. How do you scale today across multiple teams in various locations? There's so much software in today's products, multiple tools, multiple technologies, and it can be a really challenge for the developers to set up their right environment. And this is one of those things that we want to change also with this approach by providing our tools and technologies in the cloud. The pre-configured environments, and you can select different tools, so you don't have to, as a developer, spend time on plumbing and trying to get the environments correct. You can start developing day one. And once you have tens or hundreds of developers, and this will add up into the cost of lost development times when developers are trying to figure out that, okay, which software to install, which version should I use? So when everything is centralized in the cloud, everybody's working from the base, same tool chain. And then the final point here is also that we want to make sure that the teams are becoming more agile, that you can update the software in a vehicle whenever you need to add functionalities or address some of the bugs or whatever missing functionalities you might have there. And this is, again, one of those changes that you have to do in the software development process to centralize, standardize, and have the people working together from the same technology base in order to manage your software assets. There's hundreds of millions of lines of code in a modern car today, and everything is just getting more complex, distributed teams, various technology being used, and this is really what we want to change by working together with AWS on this software-defined vehicle approach. The digital twin as a term has been used a lot in various different industries like industrial automation. What I'm happy to kind of see that now automotive is really accelerating this development. Some of the other industries have been very conservative, but now Amazon is really taking the lead on powering and accelerating this development of having this digital twin approach, and they will drive this forward very quickly. So automotive is again taking the lead here, and Amazon is really powering this ecosystem to help us implement these things. The other industries will then follow suit when they see all the benefits that are happening through this initiative. And we conducted a study that 1/3 of our customers responded already that they are looking into this digital twin approach in their development process. And we're very happy to see that this is now starting to accelerate and we are going to be part of this change, not only happening in automotive, but then with the other industries as we go forward. Okay, so every presentation needs to have a technical diagram, so here it is. So this illustrates the kind of computing environment that is available today. If you look at the left-hand side, so there's the development host environment where you host all the tools. So we have 3 tools that are there. The design tool that the designers are using to build the user interfaces together, putting the graphics and the UI logic together. Qt Creator is the IDE, what the developers are using to write the code. And then the quality assurance tools are there as well. So this is about having integrated environment running in the cloud. And this is not only about bringing the tools together, it's about bringing the people together, having the same mindset that, hey, we are in this together, we have the same tools, same processes, and same mindset that we are using this approach to build whatever they are supposed to build. Then the middle stack is what is really running the whole framework and the applications in the cloud, running on Linux or QNX or Android, and really running your selected hardware that is still running in the cloud. And there are multiple hardware simulations available there, and this is really exciting to see that how easy it is to change and configure your environment to address different hardware selections. And then on the right-hand side, finally, this is the real environment, real physical hardware. And as you can see, it's exactly the same software running in the cloud and running in the same physical hardware. When we look at these benefits, I mean, talked about missing deadlines or additional development costs if you have to kind of rewrite your experiences because the hardware was not able to do that. Our goal is really to optimize the software first kind of approach. The software will define the user experience that is critical, but that also makes sure that you select the hardware that is needed for that experience and not the other way around. If you select the hardware first, then the hardware will kind of define your user experience, and that's not the intention. So just having the expedited development time that, you don't need to do plumbing, the environments are standardized, everybody's working from the same baseline and the same mindset of this digital twin approach, being able to scale very quickly teams up and down with the same tool chain and not spend developer time on plumbing or trying to install the right software to their computers. Reduced cost is that you actually implement whatever you need in one go to the right level, and you don't have to go back and forth. We talk a little bit about the shift left approach, which means that you're also bringing your automated testing to be a very early part of your software development process, that you don't first build it and then you start testing. No, you want to bring all the tools already to the very early phases of software. Whenever you're changing software or building something new, you want to also start testing it as early as possible. And this is now part of our integrated tool chain and this environment that we are providing to the developers. And then, sometimes companies might choose the wrong hardware that is not power enough, or you might actually select a hardware that is very powerful and is too powerful. Then you're wasting money because you're paying for a very experienced chipset, very expensive chipset, and you don't really need it. And this is one of those benefits that once you bring this environment to the integral part of your software development process, you can actually make sure that the hardware that you will select is the correct one. It's not too low powered, but it's not too expensive either. And this is one of those benefits that are there. And then test early, test often, bring automated tools into your process. And as I showed in the previous diagram, we are bringing our quality assurance tools to the same environment running in the cloud, so you can take the benefit of our tooling already as early as possible and really make sure that you're building a quality product going forward. One of the things that I mentioned earlier, that Qt is used in 70 different industries, that we think that the automotive is really leading this change of digital twin and bringing the development tools into the cloud. I also see that this is also going to happen in the other industries as well. They have the same problem. The amount of software is just increasing and exploding. Systems are getting more and more complex. So we're very happy to work with Amazon here on bringing this new approach into the market